Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I sold Bitcoin in the morning, set buy orders lower. They came down, activated, buy orders bounced. You can see where I sold around here. We dropped, trade activated, and no, this is the daily candle and we got a bounce. You can see we've got a lot of support. Wicks coming off the 104,000. Volume is increasing, which is interesting. People discussing in Telegram, $200 bonus on WeX, KYC free and private exchange, 60K on Bybit. Bitcoin price.live, you can set these charts up as well. You can see we went to 126K, then had an 18% pullback. The first rule of investing is don't lose. The second rule of investing is don't forget the first rule, Warren Buffett, which is the most important thing. We are in fear right now on the crypto greed index. Apple was up 3%, NASDAQ was up, Tesla 1.8%, Google was up 1.2%. I only have Google and Nvidia now, two of my biggest holdings. And they're only around 30%. The rest is almost all cash. Funding fee, we're at 3.6 trillion. Dominance, 108K 900. We got a bounce off that. We came down to around 107K and got a bounce. I'm going to show you over on X where I activated the trade. I closed the trades, took profits, and then activated the other trades. Hit the subscribe button, smash that thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into the technicals, and you can see here 110,300 followers. And then this is interesting. This was me on the 23rd of the 7th, so 23rd of July 2024, right? 23rd of July 2034. After Bitcoin 2006 halving in June 2016, it took 518 days to reach its all-time high. And I was showing how long Bitcoin took from the halvings to the all-time high. If this pattern continues, the top would be in Monday, 13th of October, 2025. And I posted that on the 23rd of the 7th, 2024, which is cool. And if you followed, we actually had that top exactly almost around there. This was 10 hours ago. Took profits on Bitcoin. I took $1,400 on profits of Bitcoin at around 109,000, and then it dropped down, and my trades, then I set buy orders lower. So 3 hours later, Bitcoin first buy about to act. So I sold it, then it dropped to 107. It activated the trade. Then 1 hour later, 5 hours ago, it was up $500. So this is the second profitable trade today that I just share for free over on my X and post and stuff. And now it's $1,900 in profits about 10 hours later, which is from when I closed that other Bitcoin trade. And I'm trading on WeX and Bybit. I've got trades on WeX at 107,300 and 100K. It didn't come down to 107 on WeX. It came down to 100. Today it came down to 107,400. And my trade on WeX was 107,300. So unfortunately, it didn't activate that trade. But it did activate the trade on Bybit. This is where I sold Bitcoin this morning. I sold it at 110,000, and then it dropped and it activated my trade at exactly 107,400. And I opened this trade at exactly 107,442. It came down to 107,412. So it hit it by $30, and then it bounced, and I made 1,400, which is beautiful. I've also taken out most of the cash out of my Bybit account. I just want to use it now for trading, and WeX also for trading. Let's look at Ethereum. I'm mainly in cash, so I explain it here over on X. Here I explain my strategy right now. Took profits on Bitcoin, set buy orders lower. 4 hourly was overbought, using less than 1% of my capital for trading, holding Google and Nvidia, some alt seeds, rest cash, everything overbought, waiting to cool off to pick up my same four, Bitcoin, Tesla, Google, Nvidia. I buy oversold, sell overbought, now mostly in cash because everything is overbought. That's when I closed that Bitcoin trade in profits this morning, and I made 1,400 on that trade, and then it came down, activated the next trade, which is now in profits, which is beautiful. But we're going to jump into the charts on, I want to quickly check my stock. So Google, Nvidia, Bitcoin is the main things I'm still got trades active. So Google was up 1% yesterday. Since we've been buying Google, it's now up since the April tariff low, 78%. And it looks like a bull flag. And I think Google is going to be taken as a store of value right now because there's nothing else really. Everything else is overbought. The PE ratio is too high. Nvidia is, and look at that, 348 is my target. If that's the target I have for Google. So I'm going to let my trade run. On the daily, it's overbought. Weekly, it's still overbought. Monthly, it's not yet overbought. Bitcoin indicator bot, which works for everything. You get it in the master course, jamescryptoguru.com. On the monthly, On the weekly, it said buy. It didn't say a sell yet on the weekly, and I mainly use the weekly. On the daily, it's activated buys and sells too rapidly, but I use the weekly, and you can see this plays out on. Let's check out Tesla. Nvidia 182. Nvidia is slightly up in pre-market. Since we bought the bottom on Nvidia, it is now up 110%. Stochastic is coming out of overbought on the weekly. On the daily, Stochastic is now oversold on Nvidia, which is interesting. Still climbing. Let's look at the Bitcoin indicator bot. It says buy on the daily, and on the weekly it said sell around the same time as Bitcoin. But on the daily, you can see here it's activated a buy, which is interesting. What I'm seeing here on the weekly is the Stochastic is now oversold on the daily. When a hot stock like this, and the revenues are growing massively, not as much as Google's, but let's go into Bitcoin, 109,000. On the daily, we had a big pullback, 18%, and we got a bounce. And then it came down, activated the trade this morning. On the daily Stochastic, it's oversold. On the 4-hourly, it's now oversold and heading up. Higher lows. That looks like a reversal doji when we went to 103. On the Crypto Guru, on the Bitcoin indicator bot, it's saying, hasn't loaded yet. Saying a buy, and it sold up there, which is beautiful. You have to do your own due diligence, everyone. These are my trades. I've got an active trade there, and that's it, actually, and just some altcoins. All the links are underneath the video. Bybit 60K bonus, WeX, where I'm going to do most of the trades on there now. There's also a group that we're creating, KYC free, $200 sign-up bonus. And take the courses, join the group, talk to everyone in the Telegram. There is 805 of you online right now, all discussing together, which is beautiful. Join them in the conversation and talk together. And be careful of clicking links or spam or anything. Be smart in crypto. Don't click any links. Don't open any you don't know. That's my updates in the market. Hit the subscribe button, smash that thumbs up button, turn the bell. If you have questions, let me know down below. If you make money from me, hire social media marketers, push message of peace, anti-war, protect the nature. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.